From the south to the north to the east to the west. We stay on fleek.
Oh hey, Kalolo. This week, Fresh has a great show lined up for you.
Welcome to Fresh, coming to you from Sons of the Pioneers.
Let's see what's coming up on today.
Gentlemen.
I think on the most part, DJs are promoting. I think if you're stealing, you're making money off the remix. And I don't think many guys are making money, but they're getting a lot of the kudos.
Hello, Lava Fresh fam. My name is Bina, aka Bina Butta, and welcome to my world. I'll do it again. I've got two older brothers. The oldest is Relic, my middle brother is Kenyan, and I am the youngest. So I'm the only girl, the youngest of three. And you can hear my son in the back spitting. The freshest out of myself and my brothers, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's me. We're very much a musical family. Both my parents raised us at church, so that's where they introduced music to us, and at home. My mom has always been a choir director, and dad's always singing with my brothers. My oldest brother, Relic, he's more in the live music scene. And Kenyan, he's the producer in our family. He writes songs, he produces it, he mixes it, and yeah, he records for us, he does everything. Oh, here, it's your dad. Because he's making the spitting noise in the back. We'll go through it all, and through the rise and fall. I literally just woke up one day and I had some notifications. People were like, oh, hey, like everyone's doing this TikTok. There's like a dance, and then there was a second dance, and there was a third dance. And I didn't expect Lady Love to blow up the way it did, especially on TikTok. But I think what I loved the most was, besides it shocking me, I was moved, I was touched that like our people were relating to our song Lady Love, and you know, they jammed it, they blew it up. I would say my favorite song out of the few that I've released is definitely Blessing. You can hear her heart beating. Wake up. Blessing was the song that symbolized my newest and most life-changing chapter, was when I became a mother. And from then onwards, or any song or any project I put out there, one way or another, it's influenced by my kids and my husband. Growing up Samoan in Australia and California, I think it's been such a different and definitely a fun experience. Growing up in the States, you know, in primary, and then now my youth and adult years here in Australia. Specifically Western Sydney, I feel blessed because I'm surrounded by so many different Pacific Islanders and our own people. And just being able to embrace our culture and the diversity that's out here is such a dope for me. Yes, I definitely have plans to put out an EP, most likely next year. And hopefully no kids before then. But I can't guarantee, I can't promise. Might have another blessing.
be back right after the break.
Sorry, mate. Can't help you. I only do Europeans, sometimes African American, but definitely not Samoan, Tongan, and Fijian.
Music is the thread which unites our people. We love putting our own twists on cult classics. Here's a line though. Have we crossed it? My question to our panelists today is, are island DJs remixing or stealing?
Welcome to Fresh, coming to you from Flex Plus Rarotonga.
Keep it fresh.
Our people love the ocean so much that there are ancient stories about guardians. They live deep in our moana, protecting the treasures beneath. What if I told you that there were people going after those treasures? And no, I'm not talking about treasure chests from the movies. I'm talking about minerals. Our oceans contain very valuable minerals like this and this. Yeah, I don't know what they are, I just know that they're valuable. The removal of these minerals will come at a great cost to our moana. The process to get these resources out includes scraping of the ocean floor with machines. This will destroy places our fish and ocean creatures call home. This form of mining is still new and experimental, so much of the science around the environmental impacts of seabed mining is still not 100. But scientists have expressed serious concerns over the multiple potential negative environmental impacts. So many companies know this, but they're still trying to explore the industry with all of the money that comes with it. Major muggy vibes. But don't be upset yet. There's a group of people trying to stop deep sea bed mining in the Pacific. In fact, iwi and community groups have stopped the first large-scale mine happening here in Aotearoa. It was a big W, but the work is not over. Right now, mining companies continue to creep around our deep sea, and they still have their sights set on the Taranaki coast. With this in mind, a young group of Pacific Islanders in Aotearoa started giving out a petition to ban deep-sea mining. The group included familiar faces. Some of you might have seen on Fresh. Ainganga Lefili with Say It With Your Chest, JP from Young, Brown and Gifted, Discipled Putty from Fresh Tips, and Holy Boy Dom from Know Your Roots. Bet you didn't know they were ocean activists. I know it seems worrying, but I believe that the real ocean guardians will put an end to it. So why don't we join them? Why don't we leave all of the minerals in our moana so we can protect this? That's my last message.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Wait, did you say Bendelman?
No, I said his proper name.
I'm pretty sure you said Bendelman.
Well, I didn't. Is that your ears, Chief?
Oh, yeah? Say it again then if you're not scared. Scared.
Yeah. All right. I'll do. Gentlemen. Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Big boy, he's better than me. Sorry, I'm not fat, I'm bimbo.
It's the gentleman. It's not a gentleman. It's Auntie Sylvia. What are you doing, Auntie?
I came to find this.
An axe. She's gonna murder us. What did you do with the axe?
Oh, you know, I needed to trim my toenails. Now that you boys are here, maybe one of you can trim them for me.
Do you think she's still out there? Of course she is.
How can you tell?
She's like got a feeling. Maybe because I can see your toes underneath that door. Oh, those toes ain't loyal, man. But we gotta do it, guys. We got no choice.
Do what? You have to say the name. Say the name. Gentleman. Would rather touch a cow's boohole than your auntie's toes. I'm with you, man.
Boys, once you've finished with my toenails, you need to help me with my ears. I think there's a little wax stuck in there.
Let's do it. Together. Together. Gentlemen. Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Oh, boys, I found a key.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Who dares call the gentleman? I will take your... Hang on. Are you guys islanders?
Yeah. What?
Sorry, mate. Can't help you.
Wait, what do you mean you can't help us? We called your name like 5 times. You're supposed to kill us or something.
Yeah, that's usually the case. But then this island girl called me and I was just gonna scare her, but then her whole family was there. Treated me like a volleyball. They even took my hook. See, so now I only do Europeans, sometimes African American, but definitely not Samoan, Tongan, and Fijian. Sorry, mate, I'm out. Oh my gosh, are those toenails? See ya.
Okay, boys, who wants to start?
It's annoying because I just wish that we could have that open conversation of going, hey, bro, I've got a song, can you remix it? Yeah. And then it becomes a collaboration as opposed to it just being the one person that epitomizes that whole one track.
Our panelists spill the tea with silly and her chest.
Hello, all Ketawan talk. Grab the kettle, will ya? Cause this tea finna burn your lips. Sit up, buttercup. It's time again, you better say it with your chest. Whether you can sing the whare down or your singing literally burns everything to a crisp, music is the thread which unites our people. We love putting our own twists on cult classics. There's a line though, have we crossed it? My question to our panelists today is, are island DJs remixing or stealing? DJ Algoodie, you've been in the game long enough to know what is right and what is wrong. What are your thoughts?
That's a hard one, eh? I think on the most part, DJs are promoting. I think if you're stealing, you're making money off the remix. And I don't think many guys are making money, but they're getting a lot of the kudos for the remix.
But the thing is, if you are promoting it and your name is on the Spotify song list,
yes.
You're stealing. It may have bumped it up, and that's great, you know, and people are more attuned to that song because a DJ has actually outed it to the point where everyone's like, man, I love that song. But it's just get right whose song it belongs to. I think there needs to be some kind of fa'aloalo, some kind of respect in that way, because I don't know how I'd feel if I was driving down the road and then someone goes, this is DJ Thitter's new song, and it's your song. I don't like that. I don't think any artist would.
Do you have any personal stories of musicians in your circles?
Oh, heaps of them have been ripped off. I mean, I've been ripped off. I've been ripped off hard out. There was a house album that came out. I helped write more than 6 of the songs on that album. What'd I get? I got a jacket. That's what I got.
So then, is this a matter of DJs taking all the clout for the song? Do you think DJs hold more power in the industry because of this?
I think DJs have more of an ear to the street. So when you're producing a song that caters for a particular genre of music or people, so our DJs will put that spin on it. For example, DJ Noise is probably the most popular guy that does that. Now he's given light to country artists that, say for example, in our Pacific communities, we don't even know who these people are, but because he's flipped it and turned it into something that we can listen to, this person has gotten more clout or more popular amongst our community because of people like DJ Noise. Artists like Julia Zara, no one's ever heard of her. But it wasn't until a Poly DJ remixed her song, Just an Illusion, that everyone knew who she was. And then she was performing at Polyfest like 2 or 3 years ago. And whether she agreed with that remix or not is another thing, because if that remix didn't happen, she wouldn't have come down to New Zealand. We wouldn't have known her, she wouldn't have played shows. I mean, the DJs have been doing it forever. It's just now that, you know, some DJs are getting pinged, and some DJs are being seen as ruining or wrecking the songs. So, you know,
Do you think it's because they feel like they're going to have to pay a huge amount of money up front if they went to go and talk to the person that wrote the song?
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah, it's annoying because I just wish that we could have that open conversation of going, hey, bro, I've got a song, can you remix it? Yeah. And then it becomes a collaboration as opposed to it just being the one person that epitomizes that whole one track.
We come from like people who produce in garages and things that are unregulated. It's not going to stop.
Not even wrong.
It ain't going to stop. But in saying that, if we go back the clock to about, I don't know, 2000, 99, 98, that's kind of where the whole boom happened.
Is it technology? Is that the thing?
It was technology. It was technology, and there weren't radio stations like, say, New FM, and there was a genre of music that wasn't being played, that were being played in garages or at Pacific places or weddings, and that's where the DJs kind of came through. And I will credit people like DJ Peter Gans and the Fresh of the Boat Crew, because they were in Australia doing their thing, because they had nothing. If you think about all these isolated islanders in Australia with no Pacific radio stations whatsoever, so they created this mixtape so that they were able to sell. And that's where they went wrong. They sold these mixtapes, but it became popular. It became really popular. You got to credit them or give them some credit for why our music is the way it is today. It's because of those mixtapes. So it ain't going to stop. It's been around for. Unfortunately for those guys, they got pinged. You know, it was a massive lawsuit against the Fresh Off the Boat Crew, but they got a lot of popularity, and they made so many songs, Pacific songs popular, like Jam or Jam were really popular through their mixtapes, Pacific Soul. Even gospel music got thrown in the mix. But people weren't doing that. So, man, I credit those guys all the time for what they've done. But, you know, there's another way of doing it and doing it right to the point where you're crediting artists, but you're also, you know, protecting yourself from lawsuits and everything else.
They may not have known how to do it the way then.
They do.
And it's like, I love it. And the passion ends up driving,
Right.
The passion drives it to the point where you end up getting into trouble, which isn't the way. But it's dope.
It's one of those things. Just because you have technology doesn't mean you should use it. You know what I mean? Just because you've got all the software and everything to rip songs and chop it up, it doesn't necessarily mean you should do that, you know?
100%.
Some are great. Some are amazing. But then some are horrible. And it doesn't do the artist justice with the flip. You know, it's like, what is that? Maybe some other corner of the world may like that, but if we're speaking specifically about our Pacific people and our genre of music, it just doesn't have to be done with everything.
Not everything needs to be reggae.
No.
I'm sorry,
I think we overdo it.
100%.
Yeah, and we make that our personality trait, don't we?
Yeah.
Here's a question. Remixing, you know, old island songs from back in the day, do you think that's okay? Who holds the intellectual property in those cases where it goes way back?
You will know, I mean, I know that I'd know someone who knew someone whose great-great-great-great-grandfather wrote the song, right? The thing is, if the songs were put out on radio tomorrow, they'd be like, that's my family song, and how did you get the rights for it?
It's not only song, it's dance as well.
Yes.
You get a Polyfest, and you get all these, like,
so true.
These groups, and they've got full drum lines.
Yeah.
Like, where did the drum lines come into?
It came from America.
They're gonna start stopping, or?
But it's amazing. It's like, wow, that sounds really cool, but it's not authentic. It's not
100%.
like the real thing. So our people are good at like bootlegging everything. But hey, it's like if it sounds cool, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Butta.
Catch you next.
Stay fresh, malo pito.
Keep it fresh. Hey, freshies.
We have our phones. We can use that as a tool to elevate those voices.
My golly, Ollie, trolley full of toilet rolls.
There's so many different things we can do, but the first thing that comes to mind is self-examination.
I'm Beyonce.
And I'm reporter too. Good evening.